Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
That lack of humidity is going to lead to a crisp night tonight. Wait till you see the numbers we're going to wake up to tomorrow morning.
No longer housing detainees. Tonight, a longtime partnership is over after protests erupt in Dearborn.
We're going to begin, though, tonight with car thieves caught on camera.
The owner of the car stolen says this is a crew of professionals targeting drivers in Metro Detroit. Jermont Terry is live at Detroit Police Headquarters. And Jermont, I guess it's the way the car was stolen that's getting attention from investigators.
You're right, Kimberly. We know that car theft isn't anything new, especially here in Detroit. But exactly how methodically these crooks were able to pull this one off, well, that makes this car stolen standing out.
I can't trust this place no more. I gotta move from here before I get another car.
Standing where he parked his Dodge SRT Challenger, Shurab Suhan holds a broken steering wheel lock.
I was like, wow, how can they do that?
But that's not the biggest question. After this video shows a trio driving off in this car in the early morning hours on Klinger, just off Davison on Detroit's east side. The crooks clearly took their time and they were fully aware that the cameras were rolling, recording their every move. But they had to stay quiet because they knew Shurab and his family, they were asleep right on the other side.
I have never seen anything like that, and I never thought about it like that.
Here's what he's talking about. 3 guys are spotted walking down the street at 4 in the morning, and all 3 have a job. Watch as the first guy skillfully pops the entire glass out of the door in one piece.
Cut it perfectly.
They aren't done. The second guy climbs through the window, breaking the steering wheel lock. But here's the catch. The third guy then comes in with an electronic device to start the car.
I saw they had the plug-in device. I don't know what kind of device that is, but yeah, it really helped them.
A total of 30 minutes to strategically and quietly steal the car. There's no doubt to Shurab, these guys are not amateurs.
If they weren't professional, they wouldn't be able to do it in 30 minutes.
Now, Shurab worries that these guys will likely strike again, and he tells me he figured his car was safe. It was parked in the driveway, the cameras were rolling, he had the club on the car, not to mention the keys were inside. Tonight, he knows that was far from the truth. Reporting live outside DPD headquarters, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
It's just crazy, Jermont. So did police say if they've seen other thefts like this one?
As of right now, this appears to be an isolated incident, but with that device, whatever it is, Kimberly, there's some concern that these guys could potentially take another Dodge or another type of vehicle if how easily they did this one.
They know what they're doing for sure. Okay, Jermont, thanks.
After protests, the city of Dearborn will no longer house ICE detainees who are being readied for deportation. Mara McDonald live in Dearborn tonight. Mara, that had been the agreement in place for more than 10 years.
That's right, Devin, and here's how that whole contract worked. Dearborn would accept short-term ICE detainees, meaning people who are usually headed towards deportation. In return, Dearborn would send its longer-term jail inmates out to Battle Creek to be housed. Now, this generated savings for Dearborn. For example, according to the city, last year, a little more than $84,000.
Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here.
There were several protests over Dearborn housing ICE detainees with differing philosophies. Some think ICE should be abolished. Others have a problem with our immigration system. Some think no one should be detained. Plus,
I feel like there's no reason for a local police department to be housing federal prisoners for a federal agency.
protesters originally took the issue to Dearborn City Council, but it was the mayor who ultimately made the decision.
I would have liked to have had an opportunity to have a full discussion with the rest of the council.
Herrick has gotten a lot of feedback, both pro keeping the contract and a whole lot of con. Some of the pros: if detainees are housed in Dearborn, they're being treated humanely with access to lawyers and clergy.
We asked a lot of questions about the contract last year, but we did pass it. In that year, we've seen a lot of things on the national front that have given us pause.
Back here live, but for now, that contract is over. The mayor's decision. As far as the protesters go, when I was talking to Jenna Kobasi tonight, one of the organizers of the protest, she told me she'd like to see Dearborn become a sanctuary city next. We're live in Dearborn. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Yeah. All right, Mara.
Okay, well, we will be getting a little taste of fall when we wake up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, let's find out how chilly it's going to get this evening, Ben.
You were unsure of those words there, I think, when you saw that.
I didn't want to say it.
But yeah, I mean, we're already into the 50s, even mid-50s in parts of our north zone. And we aren't even to midnight yet, so these numbers are definitely going down. We will see some 40s in spots waking up tomorrow morning. So that autumnal preview is tonight. Tomorrow night, maybe even cooler than that. We'll look at those numbers. We'll gain some of that warmth back over the weekend. But by the time we get into next week, you'll know that summer is not done by a long shot. We'll look at how things are going to change by Monday of next week, all coming up in a few minutes. Guys.
Okay, Ben. 3 days after her death, murder charges have been filed against the Detroit dog owner whose dogs mauled and killed 9-year-old Emma Hernandez. 33-year-old Pierre Cleveland is charged with second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. Prosecutors allege Cleveland's dogs had a violent past and that he was aware of the danger they posed.
The allegations are that the defendant was harboring dogs he knew to be vicious. He knew to be aggressive. The evidence will show that those dogs escaped multiple times, even a week prior to this incident.
Cleveland is being held on a $2 million bond. He'll be due back in court next week.
A Detroit officer indicted today by a federal grand jury and accused of taking bribes from a drug dealer. Michael Mosley, a 19-year vet on the force, allegedly took $15,000 in exchange for not pursuing criminal charges. Chief James Craig says he hopes it's an isolated incident.
I'm disgusted, as I always is, when someone stains the badge, but I'm hopeful that as we continue a very surgical look at the issues, that it's not beyond Mosley.
Mosley works in the Major Violators Unit, which has been under investigation before by the feds, and Chief Craig has launched an independent investigation into that unit, too.
A house explosion in Southgate leaves one woman dead and a house destroyed. The explosion happening earlier this morning on Cunningham Street off Fort. Neighbors recall hearing a loud boom, shattering windows and causing a giant hole in the back of the home. No one else was inside. Investigators say, though, oxygen tanks were there in the home, but a cause has not been determined.
The one-of-a-kind beach that will soon open along the East Riverfront has a new name. Once called Atwater Beach, it has become the Robert C. Valade Park, named after the former president of Carhartt. The new $4 million park includes a sandy beach, a play area for kids, and a floating bar for the grown-ups. The park's grand opening is going to be held this fall, and if it's anything like the pictures, it's going to be a stunner. A company that turns graffiti into jewelry for a good cause is celebrating the opening of its first brick-and-mortar store.
Yeah, Rebel Nell is opening a 3,000-square-foot building on Holden Street on Detroit's west side. The company manufactures jewelry made from graffiti, paint chips, and employs at-risk women, helping to empower and educate them on entrepreneurship and financial responsibilities. The co-founder speaking on the importance of revitalizing the city.
This building was completely vacant and abandoned and was in really rough shape. Some amazing developers have given it new life, and we moved in, and it's happy to have a new home here in the Northwest Goldberg area.
And Rebel Nell will open for regular business hours beginning this Saturday.
I see so many people wearing that jewelry. It's just a great way to carry a little Detroit around with you, right?
And I never knew that was the company that did it.
That's
so
really great.
Yeah, very nice. Still to come. An attorney sucker punched by his own client.
Video showing what led up to the attack coming up.
I wasn't doing anything, wrong or dumb or bad.
And he became a viral star when he shot cell phone video after his plane crashed. But was it all a stunt? Tonight, the pilot speaks out about what really happened.
A Michigan priest charged with binding a teenage boy with plastic wrap and holding him against his will. Disturbing allegations. A look at how many years the priest may have been doing it to others, too, next.
We are inside the headquarters for a local nonprofit